Porsche. Porsche are one of the most recognisable car makers on the planet. In my opinion, Porsche were at the top of the game in the 80s and 90s when they were producing the 928, the 944, the 924, the 968, the 964, the 959 and the Generation 1 Boxster. However, when you think of Porsche in the 90s, you don't think Chinese economy car because that would be stupid, wouldn't it? Well, this is a Porsche from the 90s. Yep, this is a Porsche. This is made by the same people who won Le Mans 7 times between 1981 and 1987 and made one of the fastest and most technologically advanced cars of the mid-80s, but why would they make this? Well, if you're as confused as I am, you're in luck, because this is the story behind the Porsche C88. Our story starts 30 years ago in 1994. Back then, Porsche was still an independent company and were struggling with finances. The 911 was still a cash cow, but the 968 and 928 weren't selling well, the Boxster was just a concept, and the Cayenne didn't exist yet. Meanwhile, over in Asia, China was experiencing a massive industrial boom. However, contrary to what we see today, China didn't have a huge automotive industry, and the people needed cars. Therefore, the Chinese government put out a call to the West for a cheap, fuel-efficient automobile which would be built in collaboration with China's state-backed manufacturers. This was to be China's version of the Volkswagen Beetle or the Ford Model T. Porsche heard the news and instantly saw dollar signs. If they were successful, it's safe to say their financial situation would definitely improve. Now, despite what I said earlier, Porsche working on normal family cars is not actually that strange. Porsche's engineering office subsidiary, known as Porsche Engineering, had actually helped many companies design and engineer normal cars before. These included the Lada Niva, the Lada Samara, the engine for the Generation 1 Seat Ibiza, and they went on to design the Vauxhall Zafira, so they were no stranger to family cars. Porsche Engineering got to work by contacting Chinese journalists and business owners to get an idea of what the Chinese would actually want from a car. They also brought over Chinese engineers to help with development. In just 4 months, they designed and built a 4-door compact saloon with a 1.1 litre 4-cylinder engine. Power outputs would range between 48 and 68 horsepower, and a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic gearbox was to be available. The C88 was to have a 0 to 60 time of 16 seconds and a top speed of 100 miles an hour. This might not sound like a lot, but combined with its lightweight, the C88 had an economy target of 49 miles per gallon, which was pretty good. It was also designed to be easily adapted for other purposes, such as a pickup or an estate. It included a singular child seat in the back, a reflection of China's one-child policy. Also reflecting this policy was the badge. The C88 did not wear the usual Porsche badge, instead it had this weird thing that looks like the BeamNG logo for some reason. As you can see, it represents 2 parents and an child. You may be asking what C88 actually means. Well, the C rather obviously stood for China, and the number 88 is important because in China it symbolises fortune and good luck. The C88 was unveiled at the International Car Congress in Beijing in November 1994 by Porsche CEO Wendelin this bloke, who gave a speech entirely in Mandarin. Also in attendance were Mercedes, Ford, Fiat, Opel, Mitsubishi and Chrysler. However, despite Porsche's naming strategy, fortune and good luck would not come their way, as China cancelled the project the following year. There is a conspiracy that China stole ideas from the Western manufacturers for their own companies, but this hasn't been proven. Porsche did not give up on the C88, however, as they pitched the design to various investors in India. However, nobody wanted it. In the end, despite their failure with the C88, Porsche did end up making a cheaper, high-volume production car, the Boxster. Sure, it's no cheap econobox, but it allowed Porsche to tap into new markets and give them the cash they so desperately needed. Only one C88 was ever produced, and it is currently on display at the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, Germany. A reminder of what could have been, if China had accepted their idea. Anyway, that is it from me today. If you did enjoy the video, please do go down below, leave a like, maybe even subscribe. Thank you very much for the support on the Landmaster video, by the way. That's just insane, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. Hello. Videos will be coming whenever I can make them. I'm a very busy person, but I will be making them when I can. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do hope to see you next time. Goodbye.